إني أسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I hope you're all doing well. Prior to this crisis, we underestimated everything, not realizing that it tends to be all crushed inside a brief timeline. In this manner, we ought to acknowledge how honored we are in this world and thank the Creator for furnishing with all that we cherish. Encouragement, motivation, influence, and vision, they all have one thing in common, which unites our goal of being successful, and that is inspiration. I needed to share this project where many of my companions I made throughout the years who experienced preliminaries and battled their life and will in future to conquer their obstruction and present a counsel which may profit at any second in your life. My advice to all is to remain humble and always think positive. I hope you enjoy.
I'm advising you guys
Okay.
go outside, go abroad. It's the best.
One thing that when you come outside, you will learn the value of money and the value of friendship.
A lot of y'all know I had a younger brother who was born like 2 years ago. So that was like a life-changing thing as well. Like, another person's responsibility on your head and shit.
Basically, when I came here, first month I experienced like homelessness and shit like that. I didn't have a room, no roof and shit. I was staying with so many other students and all in a camp. And like you see around like how privileged you are when you have things, but when you lose, you start to miss this, and then you realize like how important things are. But when you're all alone, you have to be independent. You have to look up for a place to stay. You have to learn how to register, how to do this, how to do every household work independently. And then you're like, then life hits you. That's when you're like, yeah, I'm old enough to do all this now. It's my turn to do. It's my responsibility now. You have to control yourself as well, like not to get into bad friend circles. You have to see that, and yeah, that's important as well. Keep your friend first.
Someone else is in the US, but like for me, it's a very different environment living here. Like seeing completely different people. I don't even see many internationals here. They're mostly Americans around me, and like remembering that like all the friends that you had back home and you have to leave them all of a sudden like at once, and the only way you can even stay in touch with them is like through calls or video calls and stuff. And now like for the next 4 years, these people who are complete strangers to me are gonna be my new friends. Like I've grown up knowing all of you guys, like because I know you guys since like grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, but now suddenly it's like completely new people, and I haven't even ever changed school. So this was completely like a change of school, and like it's a lot of it comes down to like you being very dependent on teachers, on your parents and stuff when you're in UAE. Over here, when you completely leave your home, live by yourself, you have to do everything by yourself. One of the important things is that you always have to stay in touch with your parents. Alhamdulillah, everything is good.
What do you call it? Entertaining. I really enjoy living alone rather than staying at home, because every day I used to be spoon-feeded with my parents and all of these. Right now I'm doing everything by myself. I like my shit to be done by myself.
I ended up deciding myself that I actually had to repeat. I actually didn't want to go back to school, even American or IGs or whatever it is. I was planning to just drop off and look for something. So then my parents actually gave me the opportunity to decide myself. So I actually thought, if I stop studying, then I will end up nowhere, to be honest. And that school is actually pretty good. They actually help you guys a lot. So yeah, from there to 10 to 11 to 12, and I graduated, alhamdulillah. And now I'm doing this ACCA thing. Alhamdulillah, life's going well. I'm glad I'm under my parents here.
Anyway, everything is so everything is so new. So it was kind of like hard to adapt. But after that, you kind of everything becomes you become used to it. and I guess I don't know, bro. I'm now studying medicine. All right, so
So for me, it's been a long time, bro. It's about to be 4 years, and I've learned a lot. It's been a long time, long journey. But then I got a lot of exposure, you know. But I think that fear or that thing, what do you call that? Difficulty you've overcome, so it's good now. I can, you know, I'm
Overcome your
I'm
fear.
on track in life, guys. Everything's good. That
Like after I graduated, yeah, bro, I was trying to like join uni and shit, but the thing is like got into some financial issues, yeah, bro. So and then after that, like I took a gap year ish. Like finally like I get a uni to go to like in UK, like with Moise though. Like same uni as Moise. Alhamdulillah. So like inshallah, like I hope things go well. It's just that financially like family is tight and all that, bro. Like hopefully this COVID ends real quick, bro. Like one and inshallah, like I'm going to UK and all that. Everything is like done, it's all settled and all that.
So the thing is, once I left school, it's simple. Yeah, you get to see the world, man. You get to see how people communicate out of school. You know, when you meet different people, when you meet strangers and stuff, it's different. Because in school it was like we spent so many years together, and it was just us. You know, and when you stepped outside school, it was way different. Yeah. The main thing I learned was how to communicate with people, because bro, I didn't even know how to talk to people. Yeah, in Pakistan, when I came to Pakistan, I used to speak and people were like, yo, this guy doesn't even know how to speak. And
yeah, everything, 90% of what MIS taught was useless in life, and everything that they didn't teach was what I actually needed. So that's there. And yeah, got to know everything, see everything, understand what's good and bad, and then like use it up and practice it in life. So
I was like, man, this is something that I have to realize, because I'm the first guy, like out of my whole family, like including my cousins, my everything. Like I'm the first guy who went outside to study, and I was like, man, this is just parents. And what they have to understand is that I personally feel myself that my father, he works really hard, and he works for 3 weeks straight just to see me successful in my life. And trust me, there's no better feeling than that, because I personally know many guys, many friends who don't have like their father, and he's the man in your house that you should look up to.
They sent you out. They put everything that they had in growing you up. And my family is everything for me. No matter how many conflicts I've had with any one of them. I've had so many conflicts with my father. I've had so many conflicts with my mom. But that doesn't make me, I still have their photo right here next to me. I still have them on my desk. I'm not happy without them. I'm outside. Atif is outside. Moise is outside. Most of us are studying outside. And we have our freedom. We can do anything. It's not like our parents call us up every 2 days and every 2 minutes and say, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? My parents don't call me for a week, but it doesn't mean I turn my back on them. I try to save on meals when I'm out here, so that I can save some money, so that my parents don't have to go through much. And at the same time, I see people who are, just floundering it out. It's too flat for you, bro.
When I came here, I realized that you actually need a lot of friends, and you can do most of the stuff on your own. And you should be willing to meet everyone and not be shy. Over here, I realized you have to meet with all the people, like the Canadians and everyone. You have to get along with them, because some way or the other they can help you.
I had never lived alone anywhere on my own for this long of a period, and in a completely new country, and I had no idea about anything, and I faced a lot of issues, especially in the beginning, because the house we moved in was not actually the house we had to, and then we had Wi-Fi issues. I didn't have internet for like 10 days, and my classes had already begun, and I had so many things to do and so many assignments, and I literally had no idea. It was really overwhelming, and like it was almost my breaking point at that point, and I did not know what to do. And I would say the most important thing which actually let me get out of that situation was praying to Allah. Like we do it every day without even realizing it, and it helps us so much. Like it's really a very I say like a very essential thing, not only in terms of an Islamic perspective, but also in terms of like your general mental health.
For inspiration, one word. Mom, my mom. She told me that you are not alone, and all you think is all bad things. Like what people are thinking about you, but you are not thinking what you think about yourself. Like was then deep inside me, I was like, Ali, don't feel bad like that. Like don't feel bad at all. Like whatever they say, it's just for a few days. Afterwards, they don't even remember who you are because they won't be there with you until you die. Just like social life. That's all. After social life, there is nothing left. Like you're gonna be alone in the grave. So Allah is the one to say that you're a bad person. Not them.
Stay connected to your Allah and pray every time.
So I advise my friends and everyone that we need to focus on climate change, because if you don't focus now, then we won't have a future. We don't have a future for our children. So people need to use like something to save for the planet. So plant more trees and do something to have benefits for this earth. Yeah.
Sometimes when you get successful as well, like you forget who you are, and then like you forget your friends, and a lot of things happen. When you feel like quitting, think about why you started.
No matter how successful you be or how big you may be, never forget your close friends or relatives. Don't take the arrogance in you.
I got this far because of the people around me, right? I'm part of like 11 friend groups now, and I'm not gonna stop because I love talking to people.
There was a lot of freedom. I was like, oh, I'm finally free. No more parents. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. But it does hit you at one point. Once you start going downward, in a downward spiral, it starts hitting you. And that's when you realize that you have to be independent. You have to learn to grow up and adapt to the changes.
You have to be selfless and you have to be kind and you have to share what you're doing with others.
It's always been my brother who's helped me a lot and supported me the most. With my brothers, there's just this thing where we have like a silent understanding.
When I was 15 or 16, I came to this country and it was just tough. Like I had to fight for everything, and it's like it's getting better and better.
Like sometimes I look up to them, like I want to have that much of knowledge. Like it gets me more interested in my studies.
You don't have to be 18, 19, 20 to be an adult. You can be 17 and be an adult, right? You're living alone and you're trying to become something in life, right? And here I am now, 3 years later, graduated, gonna be starting to work in 4 days. And it hasn't been an easy journey, to be honest. And pray to Allah for, granting you all these things that you want in life.
It will be one of the most difficult times of your life. Your mental health is your priority. In order to make yourself move ahead with life, you should make right decisions. But you cannot make right decisions immediately. Life is just about survival of the fittest.
From the place you used to call home is a very humbling experience. You get to realize how truly blessed you were to have the opportunities you did, to have the amazing life you did till this point. And it really motivates you to keep going.
6 months into my first year, I joined the Formula 1 team in Sheffield, and months later it didn't work out. My passion changed, and cut to my second year, I'm in a team that designs locomotives and trains. What I'm trying to say is passions change, courses change, everything changes. Your interests might change, but what I'm trying to say, it is okay for things to change. It is okay for us to sort of try out something new, give yourself a chance, be back on that learning curve, and understand that what might be the best for you is just not come yet. or are you still looking for it?
You know, it's very difficult when you leave your family for the first time, and you have to like depend on yourself and you know, I don't know, just live life on your own in a very new country to you. And the only thing that like, you know, keeps you really going is the fact that you're doing this for them. Like they've sacrificed their whole life to give you a good education, and like the fact that they did that makes you really wanna like make them happy and proud for like spending all their time, money and effort just to give them something back and show them that what they did for you is something that you really appreciate.
Inspiration. I'm gonna say that it's gotta be my dad, because he taught me how to take advantage of an opportunity, and he said if things don't turn out as expected, you should always stay patient. That's why today I have a side photography business of my own at Life Through Subhan. Check it out.
This was my biggest dream. Get abroad, get to know a new culture, go and learn a new language. That is something I really appreciate, and it's something that I am really enjoying today. With a little bit of effort, a little bit of dedication, you will be able to achieve great things in life.
Everyone has a story, everyone has a life. Everyone is going through something, which himself knows the pain of it. Absolutely no one in this entire world which can help you as much as God can help you. Don't just let your dreams be dreams. Turn them into reality.